Except for being so boring.
Well, we're pretty boring. I mean, what do we got going for us? We're just building family and
So boring.
working 100-hour work weeks and no days off.
Are you really working 100 hours in the week?
No, I was, but not recently.
Because the overtime's been less.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's coming back, so we'll start to be living the life again.
Living La Vida
Spending
Loca.
frivolously.
I still am.
Can't believe it. But let's tell the world about your payroll. No?
My payroll. Oh no, Lindsay's face. Why don't you tell? You're the one who created it.
Yeah. So I've got you on a. Hold on. Let me preface this.
The way you say that sounds so bad.
I like saying it. Let me preface this with. So it's part of my character to do abnormal and strange things in order to make things better. Okay.
Yes. Fact.
That's part of my character. And most of those things, people are like, what the heck are you talking about? But for me, and hopefully the people that it would directly affect, it does make things better. So
sometimes.
So there's a unique situation. It's not even unique, but when you are on a single income family, you're in a situation where you have to use money. You have to, when you go grocery shopping, you've got to use money. When you order supplies for the kids, clothing, diapers, stuff like that, you have to have access to money.
Right.
So where's that coming from? It's from my paycheck. Mm-hmm. And for a long time, it was pretty much unlimited access. You had your account and I had my account. They weren't joint accounts. But if you needed money, you just pull it and use it.
Yes.
Now.
But I used a little too much.
Yeah, you used a little too much. But it was okay because I was working all this overtime and it didn't cause us to not pay the bills.
Yeah, it wasn't always okay.
Well, it wasn't always okay with me.
It wasn't always okay in general.
True. You don't want to spend more money than you should or whatnot.
Yeah.
But there's something like if we were both working and your money was going into your account, my money was going into my account, and we split the expenses of stuff or whatnot, there would be still like some sense of control over your money, some sense of control over my money, stuff like that. So what I did to address the issue of how much can you pull, how much can I allow you to have access to, I guess, to ensure that we're budgeting properly, that there's not overspending, and that you have a sense of like, oh, if I spend too much, like there's not enough for some essentials or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I put together something that allows you to have enough for like the essentials and stuff, but it also gives you the ability to work hard to have more.
Yeah.
It doesn't cap you out. It doesn't. So like if you have a bad day where you've done all these things and you're tired from the day because you've done so much or whatnot, you don't have to sigh at the end of the day knowing, gosh, like I just worked really hard or whatnot. You have a little bit of it's like a reward system kind of thing. You actually know, oh, I had a really rough day, but I know that because of how hard the day was, how much effort I put into that day,
yeah,
I have access to more fun.
Yeah.
So it just stopped, said recording ended, file size exceeds the limit.
Nice.
Camera failed to start.
Alright, let's look at see what the damage is.
Did you run out of space?
No, I think I knew this was going to be a problem. I'm trying to go with rinky-dink equipment. So just start a new recording.
Okay.
And then I'll catch us back up. So just give me a thumbs up when it's going. So our camera died, and I anticipated that. Trying to run off. Oh, dang it! I touched my phone, and now there's gonna be a huge blip in the audio. So we're trying to get this going with just some phones, and not have to resort to expensive equipment.
Yes.
So we're going to experience these blips and
Blippies.
yeah, it's very possible. It's even possible that when we're done with this conversation, there's not even video recorded because of, you know, the phone's ability to record a certain amount, it not being able to save past a certain storage space or whatnot. Because I've experienced that crap, recording long periods of time.
Because you have an Android.
That's not why.
Oh.
It's storage, it's technology, and all this stuff. I assure you that that's it. It's not because I have an Android.
I don't know about that.
Okay, maybe
I've
it is.
never experienced that.
Maybe it is. Have you recorded past 10, 20, 30 minutes?
No.
Okay. So
I have a
shut up
life.
about it. Okay, well now we're on a new topic. Is what it is. But my experience with this crap comes from working in church and trying to record an hour at a time and all that stuff.
I remember those days.
You remember those days?
I surely do.
Yeah. So
Not too long ago.
I think that's why I try and simplify tech that we're using to do this, because I know what that rabbit trail brings, and it's like thousands of dollars of equipment. And I'm trying to avoid going there. And if it means that the recording stops every 15 minutes or whatever,
That's fine with you.
or that, yeah, it's like, I don't want to wait until I'm there to start this. Even though I know it's going to be imperfect, the freaking quality's going to be weird, editing's going to be a pain in the butt, whatever. It is what it is.
Are you going to finish talking about my thing?
I am going to finish talking about your thing, so let's go back to that. So before the video
I
cut,
always want to talk about my thing.
Babe, we're on camera. Okay. Keep it PG. 13 at least.
13.
I thought you were trying to be authentic.
Yeah.
You're trying to be. I know. I'm just joking. It was my tactic of like brushing off a nasty comment, and now you have disrupted the audio recording, and you've made my project here that much worse. Did you just have your screen on this whole time?
I'm about 90% sure that I did.
That's gonna bother me, but whatever. Let's
That's
move on.
gonna bother you more than everything else.
More than everything else. Okay, so let's get back to it.
I know.
So I have you on payroll. So
Like I'm your employee.
that's right. You are.
I am absolutely not your employee.
Okay. But I want you to have your own control.
Yeah.
So basically, I've listed out everything that I could possibly think of that you could do throughout the day that's productive, that contributes to operating the family and all that stuff. And if you want to have a lazy day and do the bare minimum, that's okay. But you get access to the bare minimum of funds to do whatever it is that the family needs.
Right.
If you have a crazy day where you're just hustling, busting your rear end off, you have access to more funds.
Yeah.
So that, one, like, you're not getting sad about the situation of how hard you're working around the house and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But two, like, I'm sure it also provides some kind of psychological benefit of knowing, like, oh, I busted my ass and I'm balling now because of it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
It's been really nice because it's like an itemized list of things, so I can go on like David's. I'm planning Christiel's baby shower, and then that's the end of this month, and then David's birthday is next month. So I have these two big things coming up, and I know that if I need extra money, I can just go on my list and do some extra like jobs. And then have extra money.
Yeah.
So I have control of that, and I don't have to ask you like, hey, can I get this thing like for David, or can I get this thing for Eli? I can like look and see how much I have, and if I can afford it, then I can get it. I don't even have to ask you first.
Yeah.
So that's been really nice.
You have the authority over those funds, which is cool. And then when we got our Trump check, that was yours, all that stuff. There's no.
And I paid off the credit card.
You did.
I did something responsible for once in my goddamn life.
Yeah, finally.
Finally.
So that's that. It's like, it's making sense of trying to do this the way we're doing it with a single income family, you stay home with the kids and all that, but making it so that it's not, maybe I have a bad picture of how this is for couples that do this. That might be it. But I would not be surprised if couples that try and run this single income family business, I wouldn't be surprised that they experience like all kinds of drama over finances, and either the person winning the bread is just going crazy because there's no control, or the person who is running the shop at home feeling like there's no compensation for the hard work and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it addresses some of those things. It's
I
probably
agree.
it's very weird.
I don't think it's that weird.
Okay, but I
mean,
bet
okay,
you.
so when you first proposed it, I was pretty hesitant, just because it felt like I was your employee.
Yeah.
Like that was like the idea of it. But it's actually giving me more control over the finances than I had before.
Yeah. I don't have to get
So-
upset when you spend $200 on some bullcrap.
Exactly, because
It's
it's money
your
that I
bullcrap.
earned.
It's your money. That's right.
So it makes me feel good, like I have a purpose. Well, obviously I feel like I have a purpose.
No, you don't.
Raising children.
No,
Not that I
you
have
don't.
a purpose, but it makes me feel like I have a job. Like an actual job where I'm making money. Because, so like, raising kids and being a stay-at-home mom is like one of the most thankless jobs ever. Because it's like, well, that's what you're supposed to do when you're a mother and you're a stay-at-home mom. Like, what do you expect me to say? But the fact that I'm like, everything I'm doing on a day-to-day basis has now been itemized, and I'm actually seeing like that I'm getting paid for it, has been decently rewarding.
I bet. It's like working on commission. Instead of,
Yeah.
no matter how hard I work, no matter how much stuff I do around the house, no matter
It's the same.
the extra effort I put into the kids and all this stuff, like, it's still the same depressing life.
Yeah.
You've got something that's able to bring the dynamic of oh, there's incentive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And if you feel lazy, that's fine. I'm not going to be coming home from work being like, oh, why didn't you do all this stuff? It's like, you have the choice to have a lazy day.
Yeah. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, now the whole world knows. Now the whole world knows.
They don't all know yet.
They don't all know yet, but we have to think that what we're doing here is timeless.
Yeah.
So, in 100 years, someone could be reviewing snippets of this video, and they are just finding out. So, I think in a weird way, the whole world knows now. Well, anyways, that was fun. That's a wrap.